Hi, I'm Anne. I'm on the DT for Be Crafty, and this is my first video. So here goes. Very nervous. I've just had the page with a clear gesso, and I did brayer a bit of blue on, but I'm not too happy. So I'm just doing my favourite, which is something I'm comfortable with, and just applying a little bit of. I do prefer working with paint, but anyway. So I'm just applying some acrylic pale blue here and there without too much thought. Although I do tend to work in odd numbers, so you can see there are 5 pieces there. I'm going to wash my brush out. Dry it. And then I'm going to add a little bit of another colour. I think we'll go vibrant, and we'll have some pink. So I don't go right to the edges, and I tend to work my stamps around what I've done on my background, so there's not loads of thought. And I like it when the colours overlap slightly and give you a little bit of difference. I'm not too bothered if you can see like white spaces here. Just opens up the background a little bit. And then I'm going to add a little bit of red, but not too much, because it just tends to dominate a little bit. I do like red and pink together, so I tend to be in smaller patches. And then most of this is either Dylusions or Dina Wakley paint that I use, acrylic paints. And then I'm just going to add a spot of yellow, which of course turns green when you put it on the blue. There you go. That's why it's nice to leave a little bit of the white space so that it looks yellow in places. We'll go slightly brown on some, but that's colour mixing. So that is more or less my background. So I just need to dry that now. So I'm going to break this background up a little bit now, using some white paint and one of the Be Crafty stencils. So I'm not being too precious about this, just as and where. Just breaks it up, and that was Yorkshire, wasn't it? Just, yeah, stops you seeing those little lines in between the colours. As you can see, and as I, whoops, sorry. There, that's just, if you add it near the edges, it just fades your piece, your page into the background a little bit, and it doesn't look too staged, or is that the right word? I don't know. Anyway, there. So as you can see, I've just dried that with my heat gun. And let's just move those paints now. Right, so that's just broken it up a little bit, and now I want to do a little bit of stamping. So I've stamped up the lines from the new range, as you can see. This one here, I really like these stamps, actually. I love them, they're brilliant. So well designed, Bev. So as you know, these journals are very textured and you have to press a little firmer and let the ink sink in. If you lift it too quickly, the ink doesn't sink in. And I'm not too bothered because I like this. I think it adds to the texture of the piece. And I'm trying not to be too fussy about it. Just debating where to go with that one. As you can see, I've not planned this, so there we go. Make sure you tap and get plenty of ink on. I think you might go there. I hope you're all liking the new release. I've loved playing with them. Especially these backgrounds. These elements are so good. As I say, I'm not too fussed about this because I think it adds to the piece. And probably about up there. I've no idea where this is going. I'm just stamping and painting. Okay, so I'm going to stamp one of the sentiments, Just to Be You, from this set that Sam's written. I'm using Hero Art's Intense Black because it dries really quickly and it doesn't tend to smudge at all. So again, even though it's a thin paper, just let it sink in. A little bit of pressure, but not too much, on one of your slims. So there we go. As you can see, it's gone right through. But anyway, I'm just going to leave that, just tear that bit down there. I'm just going to leave that to dry a little bit. And I've got a piece of card, and I'm going to stamp some of these circles. I love these, and as soon as I saw them I thought flowers, but hey ho, that's just me. So give it a good pat, keep going with it. Again, let the ink sink into your paper a little bit. I'm using the Hero Arts again because I do need to pat quite a bit of this on. It's not quite as sticky, shall we say, as the VersaFine. It's not quite as juicy, for want of a better word. So I always stamp 2 or 3, and then if it goes wrong, you've got spares. So I'm just letting that ink sink in a little bit. So I've cut out everything, and I'm just gonna pop them, place them roughly where, pink, where I think. Break that up a little bit. Yep, I'm happy with that. And then I need to do my sentiment actually while ink on. So just add a little bit of water around the collage. Tear it. If you hold it, she says, try and hold it where you don't want it to so it doesn't tear the letter. Whew. She says, sort of pull it apart rather than, and then you get a much better. So that will go there. Collage medium and a little flat brush, and do that. Just put some on the back. Just go down there a little bit, I think. It shows up on the red, and then gently brush it out. Press it firmly so the underneath shows and it blends in. Okay, my next stamp I think is going to be the little hearts. They're ever so cute. I'm just gonna press that onto there. I only want a few. I just want them dangling from there, so I'm just gonna stamp up a few. Get a little cloth or a baby wipe. Don't often use baby wipes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Odd numbers. Just make sure the rest of my stamp is clean. And a little bit further down on the blue. And again, press firmly, giving the ink time to settle in. There we go. And then I want some from here. I'm going to do from the other side, I think, just 3. So again, you can see I'm going to wipe off any ink from previous. Can you see how you just, without thinking about it too much, but that just fits nicely in that bit of yellow there, and this will fit nicely on this pink little ones on that little bit of green there. That's it. Let those dry, and then if you've got any little bits missing, like on this one, you can always add with a little bit of black pen, a bit of the micro pens, or whatever you've got really. Right, so that's taking shape. So I need to glue these. That's drying nicely. So let's get those stuck down before they go everywhere. So a bit of collage gel, glue, like it on the blue. I like that, so a little bit of the pinks just showing around the edges. Right, they're all on. I need a pen. Just gonna colour that in a little bit more, so it's a little bit more. It's only because the paper is so textured that you have to do this, or I have to do this. I'm still following the stamps and the look of them, but you can see it's still quite wet actually. You've got to be careful you don't smudge it, which I'm apt to do. So most of that's done now. This is my favourite bit, is all the little doodles. So I'm just gonna come down to, or up, whichever way you want to do it. I don't know if you can see that detail on there now. Just like, they're just falling down. So I've just come in a little bit closer because I'm just losing my light a little bit as well. So I'm going to use the infamous white pen that we all like using. I'm just adding into the centre of the hearts. So I'm just going to add a few more doodles here and there, just to break things up. But apart from that, I think I'm done. I always like to add dots, and I sort of add them to blend this yellow into that pink, like here and here and here, yellow onto blue, onto pink, and then we'll just add a few pink as well here and there. I think, yeah, I'm quite happy with that. I keep wanting to do something with these circles, but I don't think it needs it. I think it's going to be too much black, and I don't like lots of black. I don't mind it around the edges sometimes, but I don't think this needs it. I think it just blends into the white. So there you go. That's my first live. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you. Bye.